Okay, let's have a look at the question. Please have a look at this question. Write a program to check whether a given number is strong or not. What do you mean by strong number? Whether a given number is strong or not. What do you mean by strong number? That is important. Yes, any idea about strong number? Strong number says sum of factorial of all the digits. Sum of factorial of all the digits should be equals to the given number. Yes, strong number. That is nothing but sum of factorial of digits should be equals to the number. Equals to the number. Then I can say it is a strong number. Else, you have to print no. Right? Yes, how you are going to take out the factorial of any number? How you are going to take out the factorial of any number? Yes, you can run a for loop and you can keep on multiplying it, or you can use it through recursion also. Okay, you can use it through recursion also. What is it? You can use the recursion. You can call a factorial. You can call a function of factorial of n. When you're going to call this, okay, if n is equals to 1, you return 1. You return 1. Else you have to return n into factorial of n minus 1. Getting it? This will be the code here. So what does this say? If you're going to give out 5, it says 5 into factorial of 4. Next 4 into factorial of 3 into factorial of 2 into factorial of 1. So it will return 1. So the answer will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, this is the code for factorial. Please make a note of it in a simple language, or you can take out the for loop also. So in order to make it simple, in order to make the code simple, you can just run this part. You can just run this code here. Yes, what they are asked, we have to find out the sum of the factorials. So I'll be taking out n. So what I'll do is for, okay, I equals to n, I'll be taking out n here. Next, after which what I have to do, yes, you can either use a for loop or you can use a while loop. It's up to you. So I need to start with I equals to n. What is the condition you need to check? What is the condition you need to check here? N value or the I value should be greater than 0. It should be greater than 0. And what is the condition here? You have to take out I equals to I by 10. I equals to I divided by 10. Yes, very good. We have to take out I equals to I divided by 10. Yes, why we have to take out I divided by 10? Because first we'll be taking out the remainder. Okay. We'll be taking out the remainder. Remainder equals to, yes, what is the remainder here? I modulus 10. I modulus 10 will be the remainder. This is the first one. Let us assume I have got 145. I will get 5 here. I'll get 5. So I will find out factorial of n. So what I have to do is I need to take out the sum factorial of 5 plus factorial of 4 plus factorial of 1. So initially I will take sum equals to 0 and I will take sum equals to sum plus factorial of a remainder. Factorial of a remainder. Getting it? What is this factorial? It will go to that function and it will return the value. Done. So once you are done with it, we'll close it. So what happens to this one number? Number becomes I by 10. Again, we'll be checking out with this one, I greater than 0. Now the number is 14. Yes, it is greater than 0. It will check out with this. We'll get 4. Now it will get added over here. Next, again, it becomes I by 10. It will becomes 1. Again, it is greater than 0. Next, I'll be taking out. This will print. So what you have to do is, at last, you have to check if sum is equals to n. Then you have to print s. Then you have to print s. Else you have to print no. Is it clear? Any doubts in this? Please ask. Please ask if you have any doubts in this. Yes, please get the doubt clarified. If you are clear with this theoretical part, then we can move to the programming part. So first I'll scan the number int n, and as I've already seen, I am going to take out I, and I'll be taking out remainder, and I'll be taking out sum also. So all those things I'll declare it here. So once it is done, I need to scan the values, scanf percentage %d, and it will be stored in the address of n. Now I'm running the for loop for I equals to n, I greater than 0, I equals to I divided by 10, I equals to I divided by 10. Inside this, I'll be taking out remainder equals to I modulus 10, I modulus 10. Look here, we are altering the value of I, not n here. Okay, I modulus 10. Next, I'll be taking sum equals to sum plus factorial of that remainder, and I'll be coming out of this. Next, if the sum value is equals to the number, then I'll be printing out s here. So with Y capital. So please look into this. You have to take out the case sensitive format also. Else I will print no with N capital. Yes, look here. How much time it will take? Hardly 2 minutes. Right? This is what they are told. Y S with Y capital and no with N capital. Okay. I'll be moving on to the other part. Yes, I have given the code here, but at the same time, I have not given anything for the factorial, right? So I need to give out a factorial. So I can say int factorial of integer n, any number they're going to send. So if n is equals to 1, I will return n. I'll return n. Else I will return n into fact of n minus 1. Fact of n minus 1. So I hope it is clear. Return n or return n into n minus 1. So you can go with like return 1 also for your clear understanding. Yes, we'll check out with this thing. Any doubts you have, please ask. Yes, they are told 145 is a strong number. I'll take out 145. I should get the answer as S. Okay, your number is undeclared. Sorry, that was not number then. That was N, right? Yes, it is. Yes, yeah. So I'll check out with any other number. I'll take out with 125. Will it work out? 125. Factorial of 5 is 120. Okay, we'll check it out. No, it is not a strong number. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. And for more updates on similar videos, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.